So starting 2024, the Bharatiya Janata Party and the Prime Minister with its Look South policy. Will it work? Well, these are the questions that we're posing this evening. Will Modi factor work in the south of India? And why is Tamil Nadu at least till now cold to the Bharatiya Janata Party? Can the BJP break ground in South India? And how real is the North-South divide? I'll give you an example, viewers. 130 seats, the 5 big states of the South put together. In 2019, the BJP won 29, just 29 of these 130 seats. With that, let's cut across to our guests. Joining me, Shekhar Iyer, senior journalist, Sumant C. Raman, political analyst, Kovai Satyan, AIDMK spokesperson, Shehzad Poonawalla, BJP spokesperson, Mohan Kumar Mangalam, Congress spokesperson. Shehzad, to begin with you, the south of the Indias have usually been a tough battle for the Bharatiya Janata Party, but you've begun the new year clearly with the policy of Look South.
Preeti, first of all, let me tell you that the BJP has never been alien to the south. We have had a government in Karnataka, we have a handsome vote share in Karnataka, we have a government in Puducherry, we have a substantial vote share in Kerala, much more than the IUML. By the way, the 29 seats that you were talking about, we are actually the biggest party in the south. Congress has 28 seats if I'm not mistaken, and DMK has 24, and DMK has no presence in Andhra, DMK has no presence in Telangana, DMK has no presence in Kerala. And by the way, if you only saw whether on social media today Vanakkam Modi with 1 million posts, or whether you saw the actual crowds chanting Modi Modi even when Stalin was trying to speak, it shows that we have a connect that goes beyond political and electoral calculations with the south. It's a connect of Virasat, Vikas and Vishwas. And let me just articulate all three of them very quickly. Whether it's bringing the Sengol to the new parliament building, whether it's quoting Tamil saints and Tamil poets at the highest platforms, whether it is giving salutations to Thiruvalluvar, whether it is giving a chair for Tamil studies at the Subramaniam Bharati chair in BHU, whether it is respecting Tamil culture, or whether it is even giving South India a big part and place in the Ram Mandir construction. The stones come from Karnataka, the artisans come from Tamil Nadu, the doors come from Hyderabad, the idol is going to come from a Mysuru-based artisan. So I think this kind of cultural connect is also seen in Kashi Tamil Sangamam. And apart from that, let me talk about Vikas. The amount of money that UPA gave to Tamil Nadu in 2004 to 14, we have given 2.5 times more money. It's not the money we have given, it is actually the money that belongs to people of India, but 2.5 times more has been given as the allocation. 40 ministers have visited 400 times. Today you have a spending of almost 6,000 crores on railways. It was a paltry 860 crores during the UPA tenure. Today we are building national highways worth 2,300 kilometers worth 58,000 crore rupees. Today 75,000 crore rupees is being spent on the Chennai metro, whether it's Chennai-Bangalore Expressway, on which 50,000 crore rupees is being spent. This is the kind of commitment we have towards the people of the south. I've just given you the example of Tamil Nadu. So therefore our connect with the south goes to Virasat, Vikas and the Vishwas. 58 lakh people, by the way, just in Tamil Nadu have got Kisan Samman Nidhi. About 80 lakh toilets have been constructed. Over 60 lakh people have got tap water connections. Crores get rations. Karnataka used to get 11,000 crores per year during the UPA tenure. Today it gets 30,000 crores. Karnataka used to get 6,000 crores for highways. Today it gets 5,000 crores per year. So I think the connection is very deep, and just like people didn't expect we would get 18 seats in Bengal, people didn't expect we would get 71 seats in Uttar Pradesh. I think the south, where we have 30 seats today, 29, 30 seats today, will expand and will almost double in the 2024 election.
But you've given a slew of measures or the Vikas push, Shehzad, but yet you haven't been able to cut it where the south of India is concerned. And why I say that, because you say you have the maximum number of seats, which is 29, and the Congress just has 28. But vis-a-vis, if you look at a seat share, you stand at just about 9.6%, 29 of the 303, the mammoth 303, Shehzad, where the BJP is concerned, and the Congress at 53.8% of the vote share with 28 of just the 52 seats it has. So, when you compare that, then clearly you see that there is a huge divide where it comes down to it. But, I want to cut across to the Congress spokesperson and Mr. Kumara Mangalam. There's a point in what Shehzad said and why I'll, reiterate. Because the figures that I quoted to Shehzad, there is also a figure which clearly seems to suggest on vote share where the BJP is only gaining election after election where the vote share is concerned. Where the Congress, the South used to be your citadel or the bastion, and you're only losing vote share.
You'll have to be particular about which state you're talking about and which election you're talking about, Preeti. I don't think those numbers add up. We're in government in Karnataka now. We have another government now in Telangana.
I'm talking about Lok Sabha elections, Mr. Mangalam.
Even in Lok Sabha, if you look at vote shares, those numbers will differ based on the fact of how many seats we're contesting. We were in alliance in Tamil Nadu where we swept but we contested only about 9 seats in Tamil Nadu. The rest were contested by DMK. Now, let me get to a number of things that Shehzad talked about. He spewed a lot of numbers out there, and I think some are from Mr. Modi's own claims. Let me first say that Mr. Modi is the master of foundation laying. It's maybe about a year ago in Jan 27, 2019, when he came and he laid the foundation stone for Madurai AIIMS. I believe the Minister of State for Health has just said that they will start constructing the AIIMS Madurai now in 3 months. In September 2022, Mr. JP Nadda came and claimed that 95% of that AIIMS had gotten built. But when the MPs of that area went and started to look for the building, they didn't find it anywhere. So it's very easy to make pronouncements and lay foundation stones and disappear. Second, to talk in absolute terms in an economy that's growing, no matter what percentage it's growing at, and compare a number now from 10 to one that's 10 years ago is very disingenuous. Frankly, everybody knows that the 14th, when we moved from the 13th Finance Commission to the 14th Finance Commission, the amount that was devolved to the states rose from 32% to 42%. That was done during UPA's regime. What they did in the 15th Finance Commission was only give 15% to the own tax revenue and to lower fertility rates as sort of a performance guarantee when they're talking about devolution. You take the last 6 finance commissions, the amount of money that is being allocated to the southern states is continuously falling. And if Mr. Modi was truly worried about equity and being fair to the southern states, then what he should have pronounced in his speeches is how the 16th Finance Commission that he's just constituted under the chairmanship of Mr. Arvind Panagriya would be different, and how it would be more equitable and fair to the southern states. Lastly, one of the biggest foundation stones he's laid is the GAIL pipeline. And frankly, I think it's very shameless for him to even claim any credit for it, because this is a project that went into abeyance for 5 years. And I'll say in a very bipartisan manner, it's only because of the late Jayalalitha and Mr. Stalin together made sure that that scheme got implemented finally along the highways versus going through farmlands, which is why it got stuck. In fact, Mrs. Jayalalitha, when she was chief minister and Mr. Modi first became prime minister, took a memorandum to him to ask for an amendment to the law, which he completely ignored. And today he comes and lays a foundation stone as if he's given the scheme.
All right, okay. Mr. Mangalam, you wanted to know figures, so let me just give you some figures. 1989, and let's just go seat-wise of the 130 seats out of the 5 big states in the south. The BJP in 89 had 0, the Congress had 108 of the 130. You come down right now to 2019, the BJP stands at 29, the Congress 28. And the share has only been increasing for the BJP, and for you it's only coming down.
Of the 29, there are 4 in Telangana and the rest are in Karnataka.
Exactly.
There's no doubt that the BJP has established for itself a base in one southern state, which is in Karnataka, even though they may be out of power today. I'm not going to deny them that. But if you take Kerala, if you take Tamil Nadu, if you take Telangana, they're not going to be anywhere on the scene in this election. You can take it from me in writing. They will not win a single seat in any of these 3 states. And no matter how much Mr. Modi talks about Tamil or Tamil culture, he's not going to name a single central government scheme in Tamil. His Virasat, Vikas, Vishwas, none of this is understood in Tamil.
As a journalist, I'd just advise you a little restraint before you give anything in writing, because a lot of politicians have been shamed this way. But having said that, we'll leave it for the last vote is counted. You've said what you said. Shehzad wanted to come in, for a quick rebuttal, and then I'll cut across and open the panel. Go ahead, Shehzad.
First of all, I have quoted hard facts as to how much UPA gave to Karnataka or UPA gave to Tamil Nadu, and now how much the NDA government has given over the last 9 years. Whether it's in railways, whether it's devolution of funds, whether it's grant and aid, whether it's money for highways. Has any of those figures been contradicted by the Congress spokesperson? No. He said that AIIMS Madurai is delayed. You should ask your state government why it is delayed. But having said that, why didn't you build an AIIMS in Tamil Nadu over the last 65 years? Why didn't you do that? Anyways, let's leave that. That's out of syllabus for you. And as far as the celebration of Tamil culture is concerned, please tell me why is it that
come back to you, let him answer.
Walking stick over the 1 second, Mr. Mangalam, I did not interrupt. Mr. Mangalam, I did not interrupt.
Only fair, let him speak. I will come back to you, sir.
Mr. Mangalam, I did not interrupt you.
Go ahead, Mr. Poonawalla, make your point. I'll cut across to Mr. Mangalam for a rebuttal, and then we'll open the panel.
Forget everything else. Mr. Mangalam, forget everything else. The most important aspect of Tamil culture is Sengol. In fact, Prime Minister Nehru received the Sengol. Why was it relegated as a walking stick for so many years and not given its due position? And in fact, Rahul Gandhi said, what is the Sengol and all? So that is the respect you have for Tamil culture. And let me not see one place we are uniting with Vikas and Virasat, North and South, and you are dividing. What has Mr. Maran said about the North Indians? Do you agree with that terminology? Do you agree with what Ellen Govan, Nehru and Bharti have said about the North Indians? Do you agree with this kind of language that they have used?
All right, okay.
Then is Rahul Gandhi a toilet cleaner for you? He's from North India.
All right, Mr. Okay, that was a comment made in 2019, Shehzad. And that is something which I would think the DMK and the...
That's okay, it doesn't make it wrong.
Okay, 1 second.
Ellen Govan
Mr. Mangalam, come in for a rebuttal and allow me to open the panel. All right, Mr. Mangalam, go ahead.
No. Then let me ask him, does he believe in Mr. Himanta Biswa Sharma's words that Shudras were put on this planet to basically serve Brahmins and Kshatriyas? That is the role of Shudras. You believe in the caste system. One of your biggest chief ministers, someone who's prime minister in waiting, is saying this openly, and you're endorsing it. Is that what you believe in, Shehzad? Secondly, I will say that I didn't dispute any of your absolute numbers. I just said it's very, very childish and disingenuous to talk about absolute numbers and compare them to numbers 10 years ago in a growing economy. You have to look at percentages, and those are what matter. And what I'm saying is, if Mr. Modi truly cares about the South, then what he needs to do is come up with a more equitable formula in the 16th Finance Commission.